Self control is often misunderstood as human effort, white knuckling behavior, suppressing desires, or striving to become better through discipline alone. But Scripture presents something far deeper, not self generated restraint, life transformed from within. In Galatians 5, verse 22 to 23, self control is listed among the fruit of the Spirit. That means it is not produced by pressure, fear, or law. It is the natural result of the Spirit's presence. Fruit doesn't strain to grow, it grows because it's connected to the source. In the same way, self control flows from identity, not obligation. Many have been taught that restraint comes through stricter rules or greater willpower. But the law, while holy and good, never had the power to change the heart. It could reveal what was wrong, but it couldn't make anyone right. True transformation came through fulfillment, through the finished work that brought an end to the old system of striving and ushered in a new reality where righteousness is not pursued, but received. Because of this, self control is no longer about managing sin from the outside, but about living from a renewed nature within. You are not fighting to become something different. You are expressing who you already are. The desires that once ruled no longer define you. There has been a decisive shift from flesh driven living to spirit led life. In Titus 2:11 to 12, it says that grace teaches us to deny ungodliness and worldly desires. Notice that it is grace that instructs, not fear, not condemnation. When a person understands what has freely given, something changes internally. There is a clarity, a soundness of mind, a steadying of the soul. That's what self control looks like, not suppression, but alignment. This kind of life isn't about resisting temptation through effort, but about seeing clearly. When truth is revealed, deception loses its grip. When identity is understood, confusion fades. You begin to live soberly, not in the sense of restriction, but in clarity and purpose. Even in moments where the pull of old patterns feels strong, the answer is not to turn inward and try harder, but to remember what is already true. You have been brought into a new covenant reality where sin is no longer your master. The struggle shifts, not between you and sin, but between what is true and what feels familiar. And truth always has the final word. Look at Romans 6:14. Sin shall not have dominion over you. That's not a command to achieve. It's a declaration to believe. Dominion has already been broken. The question is whether we live from that reality or from old patterns of thinking. Self control, then, is not about holding yourself together. It's about resting in what has already been established. It's the calm confidence that comes from knowing you are not under condemnation, not under pressure to perform, and not defined by failure. Instead, you are defined by life, by righteousness, and by union with the Spirit. This changes everything. Instead of striving to control behavior, you begin to walk in awareness. Instead of fearing failure, you grow in confidence. Instead of focusing on sin, you become conscious of righteousness. And in that awareness, your life begins to reflect a steady, consistent expression of who you are. Self control is not the absence of desire, it's the presence of clarity. It's the settled understanding that you are no longer bound, no longer driven, no longer striving. You are free, and that freedom produces a life that is stable, grounded, and at peace. So the call is not to try harder, but to see clearer, not to strive more, but to rest deeper. Because when you know who you are, your life will follow.